going on, everybody? It's your man Cleveland Terry, and if you are new here, this is what we talk about: all things DJ, gig logs, reviews, tips and tricks, and just a little bit of everything, business 101, anything and everything we talk about on this channel. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on all the social media platforms because content is different every single place you go to. Now, let's talk about this party. I did a party over the weekend and it was absolutely horrible. Probably one of the worst parties I've done in years. I'll explain why it was so bad, and then we will talk about how it worked out. Okay, so on Saturday, we had a number of events. Actually, we had 10 bar mitzvahs this last Saturday, and that's a lot of people. Bar mitzvahs typically require an MC, a DJ, and entertainers to go along with it, plus all the gear and the cold sparklers and the cryo and all those things that, you know, come from a big production. And because of the fact that we had so many parties, well, we ran out of MCs. The MC that was supposed to do the party could not, happen to be her birthday, so unfortunately that left me to do the party. Now, I have been MCing for long time. As a matter of fact, the last company I worked for before we started this company, I was an MC, a top tier MC for over 10 years. Been DJing much longer than that, but when we started this company, I went in as a DJ and I MC DJ when we do weddings and things like that. I don't typically do it for bar mitzvahs because that requires a certain type of energy that I just don't really have anymore, not on a consistent basis. I can knock out, one every so often, but like in general, I'd rather DJ than get on a microphone and jump around with kids. Didn't happen this weekend. So, it was a relatively small party. We're talking about like 100 people, 120 people. It was at an outdoor venue, so the weather's great, so no worries there. We get to the party, we set up and everything. Cocktail starts. Haven't seen the family yet because cocktail's in a completely different area. Then they finally roll down. I walk up to them, introduce myself again. We've spoken on the phone and all those things, but still make sure that everybody's on the same page with what we're doing. And right off the bat, Mom says, I don't think anybody's going to dance. And so I say, well, we'll give it our best. We'll try. We'll see what happens. And I go to the bat mitzvah, the girl, and I say, what exactly do you want? I just want to make sure you're comfortable. I don't want a grand entrance. I don't really want to be involved. I don't really want to be the center of attention. Okay, it's her bat mitzvah, but whatever. That happens every so often where kids just don't want to be really the center of attention. They would rather kind of operate with their group. We've seen that. It happens. No big deal. He said, well, that's fine, but at least for the grand entrance part, I do need you, and I'm going to probably need the family too, because they're not here to see me, they're here to see you. So this is a good way to come up. So when we do the hora, everybody's already on the dance floor, and it's a nice transition. She says yes, but you can tell there was just some reservation in her voice and in her eyes. But whatever, we move on from there. Start the party. It's exactly what I expected. There's a lot of older people and young kids. There's like not a lot of middle of the road, the 30 to 45, 50-year-olds. Those aren't really there. It's either old or young. So we get the party started, and music's bumping. We get everybody on the dance floor. I call up the bat mitzvah girl because I did need her. The people just weren't moving at the speed that I wanted them to. Get her on the dance floor. You can tell right off the bat, she just doesn't want to be there.
This is a celebration for Danielle. So it's not about me, it's about Danielle. So what I want to see from everybody in this room, I need everybody to just stand up for a minute. Everybody stand up out of your seats. Everybody stand up. If you have working legs, stand up for me. Now, if you can hear me in the back, I need you to raise your hand in the air. Raise your hand in the air if you can hear me in the back. If you can hear me in the back, only if you can hear me. All right, there we go. So for those people that are raising your hands in the back, I need you to make your way to the dance floor. For all those people that are standing over here at the tables, I need you to make your way to the dance floor. That means you too, sweetie. Come on.
So I decide, you know what, let me call up Mom too, because sometimes it helps to have the rest of the family with you. So I bring Mom up, then we get everybody else to the floor.
If you did a great job, I need you to put one hand up in the air like this. If she did an amazing job, that means you too, Danielle. If you did an amazing job, I need you to put your other hand up in the air. And all you gotta do is clap your hands to the beat like this.
I'm literally like dragging this bat mitzvah girl just to clap her hands. She wouldn't even clap her hands. We do the hora, it's fine, everything goes well. Then we dance them for a little bit and then we sit them down. Now during the food service, there are kids. So when the kids are finished eating, I decided, well, fine, let's get them on the dance floor for some dancing. They didn't want to really dance. They were kind of the too smart for their own good kids. And that happens on occasion where they'd rather like play Pokemon than dance with you. So we went after a game, and even then the games didn't even work for the kids. Like they wanted nothing to do with anything. But we did manage to get a nice game going. It was fine. Everything worked out great. Then we were going into the video montage. That worked out. And right after the video montage, we started out with a couple of slow songs. Now, slow songs are typically the nice and easy transition to get adults to the dance floor. And I'm pulling out all the tricks, you know, happily married couples. If the lady you came with is beautiful, come to the dance floor. Like all the normal kind of shtick that you would do to kind of convince people to get up on the dance floor. Nobody wanted to get up. They were just like, we're good. We're sitting here, we're chilling. And it was just pulling teeth. We managed to get a few people up. We went into a dance set. We had a semi-decent dance set, but we probably had like, I don't know, 20% of the crowd on the dance floor. Like nobody wanted to be involved. So we just kept doing our thing, kept dancing, running around, you know, acting a fool, just kind of trying to make energy where there was none. At the end of the night, you know, everybody just left. They were content. You know, the people that danced were like, thank you, it was amazing, yada, yada, yada. And so the party ended, and I'm just like, this is the worst party I've done. You know, this party sucks. I'm expecting a phone call. We're going to get a phone call saying how bad it was. And I texted my partner like, hey man, I know we had 10 parties, but 9 of them were good. 1 of them was bad. And we just kind of laughed it off. And it was stuck in my head like the whole weekend. And I had other parties, but this was stuck in my head about the fact that like, what could I have done differently? What could I have done to try to convince them? I've been doing this for a long time. Did I miss something? And I'm just kind of racking my brain about this. And I'm going, I didn't really miss anything. There was nothing that I could have done more to fix it. So get through the weekend. It's Monday. Emails are coming through. I'm expecting the email stating how disappointed they were. And I get the email. And the email states, thank you for an amazing party. It was fantastic. Everybody loved you. The music was perfect. You played the music loud when it needed to be loud, but then you played it low so the older adults could sit there and have a conversation. We loved every minute of it. Thank you. It's exactly what we wanted. What the hell? Exactly what they wanted. Exactly what they wanted. So now I'm going back and I'm thinking, you know what the problem is? The problem wasn't that the party was bad. I'm looking at it the wrong way. The problem is I tried to put my expectations and my expectation level, I tried to force it on them. Where my expectation level is here, theirs is down here. And I am doing what I normally do because that's what I'm expected to do. And when I'm on other parties, that's what they expect. This person came in with no expectations and was completely content with the party. So the reason why I'm shooting this video is because I just want people to understand that sometimes when you think a party's bad, when you think that everything's going wrong, maybe it's because of your expectations and not theirs. You know, typically speaking, when I talk to a client and they tell me what they want, they tell me, oh, you know, we want a dance party. And I said, that's great. And then they tell me, so we're bringing in casino tables and foosball and basketball and a mechanical bull that you can ride on. Like all of these little things in the back of my head, I'm going, okay, none of these things are designed to get people on the dance floor. All of these things are dance floor kryptonite. They're designed to take people away. And I tell my clients, that's fine, but you have to know what kind of party you want. You're telling me you want a party that's completely different than your actions. So I'm fine giving you what you want, but you need to understand what your actions are going to cause. I just need you to be prepared. So when something does happen and people aren't on the dance floor, there's a reason for it. It's called managing expectations, making sure your clients know what to expect. Now, this one, I overestimated the level of expectation that the client had, because most of our clients expect a certain level that we provide. I could have taken the point when she said, well, nobody's going to dance, and say, yeah, you're right, nobody's going to dance, and then just continue to play, Barry Manilow backup songs. Like, I could have done that, but that's just not me. So what I'm getting at here in a roundabout way is we have to understand that when we do a party, what you think is successful or what you think is bad might be completely different than what the client sees. And if you think a party is going bad, how does that affect you while you're working? Because if you think it sucks, are you trying to push through it, or are you kind of pulling back? Oh, this thing sucks anyway, so why do I even try? You have to figure out for yourself, where that line is. First off, not every party is amazing. I want to put that out there. Every time you see a party where people are posting on IG or Giglog and it's, wow, look at this and it's amazing, they're showing you the best parts of the night. They're not showing you where they screwed up on the client's name, or when they played the wrong music and then the whole entire dance floor cleared off. They're not doing that. They're only showing you the best possible moment. So you go into this with these kind of unrealistic expectations of what every party should be. Now, there are tons of parties where it's Dre Day the entire time. The party we did on Friday, Dre Day the entire time. But then again, there are some parties that are just okay. And we have to be okay with the fact that they're okay, especially if your client's expectations says that okay for them is amazing. All right, that's it, y'all. If you found what I said are useful, hit that like button. If you found what I said are really useful, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters. Get on my Discord, because that's where we're talking about all things Cleveland Terry. And of course, Tech Thursday, every Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch. All right, y'all. Always a pleasure. If I don't talk to you later, we'll talk soon. Peace.